What's up, you guys? Welcome back to another video on my road to Unreal. Drop a like and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on any new content. In this video, I'm going to share with you my strategy and tips on getting from bronze all the way to Unreal in zero build. My current strategy is this. Step 1. Find your drop spot. Practice this with your friends in squads or solos, and not in ranked. Then when you get your loot, try to kill as many players as possible early game. It does not matter how you kill them. Be aggressive, chase them and third party them as much as you can. Why? Because if you die off spawn, you'll lose a small percentage on average in the lower ranks. But if you place in the top 5 with 5 or more kills, you'll end up going up 60% or more. The reason for this is these early game kills are your easiest kills. You're fighting other players who don't have good loot, they don't have a full loadout, and they may not have loot at all. But this first step does require you to get familiar and comfortable with fighting aggressively. Step 2 of my strategy is split into 2 sections because it's dependent on how the early game goes. Number 1 is if you don't get any off-spawn kills, it's okay. Kills and placement are all that matter in ranked. Now your goal is to try to get 1 or more kills in the mid-game. I try to avoid buildings, find a car for mobility to get around the map, or use my jetpack to look for those opportunities. Typically, I'll look on the dead side of zone, or around the edges where the storm is. Low-level players will try to hide and play it safe, and you can use that to your advantage to pick up a couple of kills. Always look in the passenger seat of cars as you drive around the map, and look at trees for hiding players too. The second part of my second step is if you got off-spawn kills, pat yourself on the back, congratulations. Now you can chill and play strategically. Your goal is to place as high as possible, because even if you die with multiple kills, it will offset and you'll still get a percentage increase. I do my best to avoid fighting to get the highest placement I can, because the higher placement you get with those kills will only boost your percentage. Step 3 of my strategy is go for the highest placement now. In the endgame, the top 10 players, there's a specific sound when the 11th player dies and 10 players are left. Familiarize yourself with that sound. That sound tells you to lock in and focus. I play the endgame for placement by any means. Usually I try to run from every fight to get to the top 3 or 2 players. Utilize vehicles, hide in different spots, run, use mobility, use heals, do everything you can to get that first place win. Third party people if you can, and shoot at people even if you don't get that kill. At the end of the video you'll see a couple of examples where I got a couple kills and didn't place in the top 3, and still went up a good amount of percentage. This brings me to the 3 tips I'm going to share with you. Tip number 1. If you don't know how to play aggressively, start landing at hotspots in non-ranked games, and try to get as many kills as possible. This is how I got a lot better, and if you die, it's okay, it's just a game. Tip number 2, master 2 to 3 drop spots. Why? Let's say you drop at Grim Gate all the time, but you're trying to get there before everybody else and realize you're gonna be the last person landing in ranked. If you land there, you will more than likely die. Instead, you then decide to divert and land at restored reels but are unfamiliar with the layout. This puts you at a huge disadvantage. Now you don't know where the Avengers chests are and are scrambling around for loot. I don't want you to be in that situation. Tip number 3, learn where the Avengers chests and Doom chests are located around the map. If you're playing through the game and are in need of a better weapon or a jetpack, you don't need to go to the vaults or to the island anymore because there is incredible loot everywhere this season. Go to another POI mid-game, and someone has probably missed a couple of those chests, and now you have better loot, heals, or finally found that jetpack. Thank you all for watching, don't forget to subscribe, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the gameplay.